let's start by finding our easy sitting position. So we're coming into Sukhasana, our lotus position, so crossing the legs. And I want you just to take some time to get really comfy here. So if that doesn't feel comfortable for you, nice big V with the legs. We want to be really relaxed in the body. So there's no forcing, there's no pushing or pulling here. We're nice and soft in the shoulders. But just take a moment to close the eyes. And as we close the eyes, we let go of all the visual distractions around us. And this allows us to drop deeper into the body, back to our inner world, back to what we're feeling, sensing. So just take this time to allow yourself to settle. Inhaling 1, 2, 3. Hold the breath. 1, 2, 3. Exhale 1, 2, 3. Inhale 1, 2, 3. Hold the breath. 1, 2, 3. Exhale 1, 2, 3. Inhale 1, 2, 3. Hold the breath. 1, 2, 3. Exhale 1, 2, 3. Continue. So today, MedYoga for self-love and self-acceptance. Now, loving yourself unconditionally is tough. It takes practice, and yet this is the soul's journey on the earth plane. Is to truly understand unconditional love for ourselves as the human being. So our intention today is to remind ourselves we can only show up as the best version of ourselves when we focus love on ourselves fiercely and freely. So my intention is that you return to this practice again and again. And use this practice to top up, to fill up your own cup. So you're committing to your self-care and self-love rituals. And understanding, put yourself as a priority at the top of your to-do list. Everything else will take care of itself. So we're just going to affirm together before we start our practice. It is the love that I have for myself that gets shared with others. It's the love that I have for myself that gets shared with others. It's the love that I have for myself that gets shared with others. Good, nice deep inhaling breath through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. And again, nice deep inhaling breath through the nose. Letting go. One more time, nice deep inhaling breath through the nose. Release and let go. Good, okay, so crossing the legs the opposite way. So the mudra we're going to use is called Anahata mudra, which is the mudra of the heart. So this really helps us connect to the vibrational frequencies of love and reminds us on an emotional, physical, mental and spiritual level that the greatest lesson we're here to learn is unconditional love. So you're going to lock the fingertips together, so backs of the hands together, locking the fingertips in place. And then you're going to keep the fingers locked and just lift the backs of the hands up, so a bit like a cradle. So fingertips are pointing down, locked into one another. And we're going to release the pinky fingers. So pinky fingers pointing upwards and touching. And then release the index fingers. So index fingers now pointing up and touching. So again, a bit like the cradle. And then thumbs touching. So we're releasing the thumbs. They're pointing in towards you. Good. Bring the base of the hands together. Shoulders relaxed, and then bring the hands to the heart center. Close the eyes. Bring your awareness to the breath. And I want you just to notice on a vibrational level what you can feel, what happens to the mind. So remember, the mind and body are connected. So we can use postures, hand movements, hand gestures, which alter what's happening within the brain. So this impacts our state of being. So this is the energy we're giving out to the world, and the energy we're giving out to the world is what comes back to us. So yoga postures, yoga mudras, mantras, affirmations are designed to alter your frequency, your vibration, to change your state of being, so that you can attract more of what you want, rather than the conditioning that's being passed down to you by society or your ancestral line. So we're going to stay here for a couple of minutes, and I want you to try and keep the body as still as you can. So try not to move the body at all. Even if the mind tells you there's a little itch, a discomfort, just notice the thought, let the thought pass by. You're allowing yourself to drop into the stillness, drop into the space. And then start to notice the movement of the abdomen. So you're noticing the rise and fall of the abdomen. So this is how we start to connect to our higher self. and also how we can start to connect to our spirit guides, higher consciousness. Our vibration naturally increases. It starts to rise back up to the surface when we come into meditation. This allows you to fill up. Last few breaths, I want you to notice the power of this mudra. It's unconditional love. So breathing in love for yourself. Breathing out love for the earth. Breathing in love for yourself. Breathing out love for this world. Breathing in love for the self. And breathing out love for all sentient beings on this planet. So we're going to come back to this mudra a few times during the practice. Good. Release the hands. So wiggle the fingers and release out. So we're going to come straight into our practice. So when you're ready, come straight onto all fours. So fingers spread nice and wide, hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath our hips. And just take a moment to stabilize and ground. So feel the hands sinking down into the earth. Feel the length through the abdominals as you lengthen through the spine, bottom away, crown the head, reaching forward. And we're just going to start to tilt the pelvis. So you're just rolling the hips forwards and sticking the bottom out. So we're not going into the mid or the upper back just yet. Just releasing out any tension in the sacrum. So gentle pelvic tilts. Good, back to neutral, and then I want you to circle. So nice big circles, moving in a clockwise direction to start with. So allow those hips to really shift over to that left side. Allow the hips to tuck underneath, exaggerate the hips to the right, and exaggerate that bottom up towards the ceiling. So I want you to start to explore this movement. So I want you to grow this circle. So you'll start to take it into the mid-back. Start to exaggerate the movement in the hips, the pelvis. Keep softening the shoulders, dissolving any tension in the shoulders. Let it go. And taking nice deep inhaling breaths through the nose, and you can take deep cleansing breaths out through the mouth here. So you want to let go of any negativity, any toxicity, any energies that have got stuck. Just breathe them out. Opposite direction. Anti-clockwise. Again, exaggerate and play around with the movement. Start to explore. Again, you're inhaling through the nose, exhaling through the mouth. Navel's gently pulled in, so we've got the core active. Couple more. And coming back to center. Good. So we're going to tuck the toes underneath. And we're going to start to take the bottom back. Now you can either stay here, hands pressing down into the mat, fingers spread nice and wide, so you've got nice lengthening all the way through the forearms, into the shoulders, lift the heart, gaze forwards. So we're working into the meridians, and the kidneys, the neck and shoulders here. Allow that breath to go nice and deep into the belly. Now, if you feel that's okay for you and you want to take it deeper, start to walk the hands in towards you, and you're sitting on the heels. Now, that's quite deep, it's quite intense. Breathe nice and deep, and we'll come into our mudra. So back to the hands together, link the fingers, let them just fall into each other. Into the cradle, pinky fingers together, index fingers together, thumbs together, bring the hands to the heart, close the eyes. And taking the gaze over that left shoulder, keep the chin parallel to the floor, drop the shoulders back, relax the arms and the elbows. And over to the right side. Just a few more deep breaths. You're doing really well. I know this is pretty intense. Back to center. Good, well done. Exhale and release. Come back onto all fours. If you need to release out the legs, just tap the backs of the feet onto your mat. Good, and let's flow into our cat sequence. So inhale just as you are. As you exhale, start from the tailbone first. So we're starting to tuck the tailbone underneath. Curl up one vertebra at a time. So the hips first, into the sacrum, into the mid-back, into the upper back, lengthen through the arms, push the hands into the mat, drop the gaze towards the belly button. Hold here for a few breaths. Allow the breath to go nice and deep. And your next inhaling breath, again, release from the tailbone first. The bottom starts to lift up, and then the spine follows, a bit like pearls in a necklace. Lifting one pearl at a time, lifting the gaze, lift the heart, close the eyes, hold. So allow that opening in the throat chakra. So this is our communication channel, which often gets blocked due to lack of self-love, the inability to speak our needs and trust that other people want to help us. They want to give us support. They want to love us. We can often hold back saying what we need to say with love. So the chakra often gets blocked. The energy can't flow up to the third eye and crown. And this blocks our connection. Good. Exhale. Tailbone first. Roll through the spine. Round the shoulders. Drop the head. Inhaling forwards. Exhale, release. Continue, work at your own pace. And I want you to start to explore where you're holding any tension in the physical body. You may notice where you're holding tension energetically. So as you become more sensitive, you'll become much more conscious of your aura and your energy field. So you'll start to pick up blocks before they become physical. And the more we can do this, the more we're able to master our mental, emotional, physical health, well-being. Few more. And we're affirming, I have everything I need within me. I have everything I need within me. I have everything I need within me. Good. Coming back to neutral. Tuck the toes underneath. Lift the bottom. Let's take it straight through to our downward dog. So we're going to start by sinking the heels down one by one, releasing out gently through the calves. Feel the length through the arms. Keep sinking the hands into your mat. And just check in with the neck, make sure it's nice and soft by perhaps doing a yes and a no with the head. Both heels sinking down. And we're going to start to walk the hands in towards the feet. And just hang, feet hip distance into your ragdoll. Let the head go heavy. Close the eyes. Inhaling love for the self. Exhaling love for the world. And with every breath you take, feel the cells start to light up with light, energy, love. So your cells feel your love. Good. We're going to start to roll up. So soften the knees. Keep the head heavy. You're going to start to push through the soles of the feet. Activate the core muscles. So abdominals contracted. You're going to curl up one vertebrae at a time, paying attention to every sensation. Try not to rush the movement. There's no hurry. Shoulders drop back, head comes up last. And just take a moment to stand, to be. And again, notice what shifted. Good, you're going to stay in mountain pose, but this time you're going to bring the feet together. Big toes touching. We're going to lift the other toes, allow them to separate and then drop back down to the floor. Hands and arms stay either side, and you're just going to gently roll from the heels to the balls of the feet. Good. Then find your center point. Feel the feet sinking down into the earth. Lengthen all the way through the calves. Lengthen through the thighs. Inner thighs start to gently rotate outwards. So we're lengthening through the abductor muscles, rotating outwards with the thighs. Relax the bottom. And we're gently drawing the hips forward. So we're tilting the pelvic area just slightly to give us that length through the abdominals. Lifting the heart. Feel those shoulders sinking further back. Crown of the head reaching up. So like a string from the top of the head all the way up towards the ceiling. And your exhaling breath, imagine you're starting to sit down into a chair. Now you're only going to go so far because we're squeezing the abductor muscles together. So the inner thighs squeezing together. Feet are still touching, they're still together. So again, that's going to limit how far you can go. You should feel that within the calves. Keep the gaze forwards. And gently start to tilt your pelvis back and forth. So we're just bringing consciousness to any blocks or stuck energies around the sacral. So this really shows up what we've been holding in this part of the body. So back and forwards. And then bring it back to its center point. Contract the abdominals, extend and lengthen through the arms. Imagine there's a big beach ball in your hands. Good, so it's a bit like the chair pose, but we're not being rigid here. So the arms fairly wide, we've got that beach ball. And then just start to take that beach ball to the right and the left. So you're just gently swaying from side to side. Keep those inner thighs squeezing in together. So you'll feel those abductor muscles tightening. Good. The next time you move over to the right side, stay and hold. Breathe in deep. Good. So nice big beach ball in between your hands. So shoulders are back and down. Arms are apart. So you've got a nice lengthening through that left side. Keep it soft. Keep it relaxed. 3 more breaths. Good. Keep the legs as they are. Bring that beach ball back to the center and over to the left. Try not to collapse the top part of the body. Keep the chest, the heart open, expanded. Close the eyes. I release the need to judge myself and my body. I release the need to judge myself and my body. Breathe in deep. Go back to center. Exhale, bring the hands back together. Heart center, close the eyes. Good. And again, lift and lengthen through the arms. Beach ball in between the hands, shoulders back. As you exhale, step the left leg back. So high lunge. Again, we're not being rigid today with the arms, so we're not forcing the extension here. Really working into the heart. So nice and open. Chin parallel to the floor. If you take a look over this right knee, you should be able to see your toes. If you can't, walk that front foot forward slightly. Good. Feel the expansion within your heart. We want the heart to expand, open to receiving, open to giving. Good. You're going to reach that right arm forwards, palm faces forwards, left arm back. Doesn't matter how far you go. Sink a little deeper. Good. Again, watch that knee doesn't come over the ankle. Good. Back heel pushes away. Deepen the breath. Extend through the arms. So again, nice big opening through the chest, through the heart. Good. Into our peaceful warrior. Drop the back heel onto the floor. Left hand to that left leg. Reach down to the thigh or towards the calf. Right arm extends up. Lift the gaze. Again, deep conscious breathing. Good. Exhale, releasing that right hand down. Toes point outwards. Bending the knees as we sit the bottom down. Walk the feet out slightly wider. Good. Pelvis slightly tilted, lengthen through the arms. We're coming back to our mudra. So Anahata Mudra. Back to the hands together, wiggle the fingers up. Tuck them underneath into your cradle. Pinky fingers, index fingers, thumbs touch. Mudra to the heart. Imagine your backs against a wall. So try not to lean the torso forwards. Close the eyes. I let go of negative self-talk. I let go of negative self-talk. 3 more deep breaths.